Hey everybody, my name is Lucky Honor, and I know some of y'all probably been wondering if you met me in person, if we had a great conversation, if you took photos. Well, I'm not a part of the page. Honestly, the answer to that is I don't like social media. I am not a big social media person. I'm very much I love in-person connections, relationships. I'm a person that when I'm around people, I love people. I love people energy. I love to be around them. But when I'm not, I'm not. I'm a hermit. Very much love my space. Very much do not like social media. I'm not into other people's lives. I don't even watch YouTube, though I'm posting on it. And I honestly don't even know if that's bad. I mean, this is a world where you kind of have to do things you don't like to. You have to get outside your comfort zone in order to reach that next step and that next level in life. So I don't think it's bad. I just think that it's something that I don't have a comfortability with. I honestly probably been recording myself for maybe a year or two now. And none of those videos has made it to YouTube. I'm really good at talking to the camera. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I guess I like keeping my light to myself. I don't like sharing it, though my energy, my personality is so big. But I felt like it was really important to take the time out and to thank everybody who have supported me, who's taken pictures with me. Some people, I was still building my comfortability when we first started this nonprofit. So some of you I don't have pictures with. Some of you I didn't take them for out of respect. But I want to say thank you to every single person who supported me during this nonprofit. Just pushing it, really getting it started, whether we took a photo together or not. I had some people that I personally really want to thank more in depth than others, because you didn't just support me because you felt like it was just something good to do, but you showed me how much you cared for my mission, how much you really want to be a part of the change, how much you personally, like your heart, the compassion, the I will do whatever it takes to be a part of this, that kind of energy. It was just there, and I greatly appreciate that. I want to let everybody know I'm not a Bible thumper. I try to not thump everybody or make every topic about God. I'm human. I like to live for me just as much as any other person. But I would say this. This is not a completely spiritual video. It's about the nonprofit. I do want to get that out there. I know everybody is not spiritual, but that is you. It's no disrespect to you. I appreciate your support still. But for the people who understand that this is not just a human goal, it's so much bigger than me and my husband and you and all the other supporters out there. But this is a mission of God. This is God's will to help and to protect his children and the lowlies. The Bible says to protect the lowly, to protect children, to protect the people who are misinformed. I wanted to use the right word, and I felt like that was the best way. The clueless. And so I feel like it's always important to do God's work every day, and no matter what you're doing, to give him thanks in everything that you're doing, to just give him love, and to make him a part of it. That's me personally. That's what I do. If you've met me, even when I was just selling the books, I personally am a deep devoter of God. I love God. I know God is Jehovah God. But anyways, it's been amazing to know that there's been people out there who know that this is a spiritual journey just as much as a physical journey, and to have people who feel my spiritual energy beyond the surface and say, some people might not support me right then and there, but I might walk away and they might just have my spirit just lingering on them, and they might just hear God say, you know what? She's doing my work. She's doing my will. That's my daughter. She has a love and a care for me. What she's doing is real. What she's doing is genuine. And with that, I'll get those people to come back to me, and they're giving me their support, and they're giving me their spiritual support. They are having amazing conversations with me about God. They're praying with me. I'm praying for them. They're praying for me. It's just an amazing amount of spiritual love, spiritual connection, just really understanding that this mission is greater than me, and giving the glory to God. Because every day I go out and I do this with the passion of wanting to help young adults coming out of the foster care system, with just wanting to make a difference, do right in the world, and to do God's purpose. So the fact that it fulfills all those things for me is amazing. And it's even more amazing when other people feel it and they come to me with that energy. Like, I absolutely love it. I want to take the time out to thank everybody who has supported me, and at the same time thank those people who have just amazing spiritual energy with me and giving me their spiritual energy as well. So I do have my clipboard. Okay, cool. I would like to thank Christine Shaw, Ivan King, Tammy Anderson. She wrote that really small. There's a lady who, her husband, I didn't get her name. I was so sidetracked by just trying to make sure she understood how serious I was about this mission, that she didn't think it was a scam or a hoax. That honestly, I just wanted to answer her questions. I just wanted her to feel my genuine spirit. And me, her, and her husband ended up having an amazing conversation in the Sam's Club parking lot. And I didn't get her name. But if you see this video, I feel like you would know who you are. You are young. You and your husband, you guys called me back over when I went to go and spoke to my husband. Like I said, it really took y'all to feel my energy for you to know, because at first she was a little skeptical. You thought I was just scheming, and then you just felt my spiritual energy, and you treated my situation differently, and you gave me your support. And so I want to just thank you and appreciate you for that. I'd like to also thank Brandon Pierce, Adam, Jonah Lowell. If I don't say your last name, it's because I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it anymore. Laura Stuckwish, Ricky Streeter, Ron Rowie. I had an amazing conversation with you. It was a great start to my day that day. You just really kept my energy going. It was so amazing to meet someone who is in the foster care system and understand the effects and still want to support it and to help other people come out of a circumstance that you were being in. So I really appreciate that. I want to thank Kevin Burkett, Rachel Carrier, Trendset Coden, Peyton Martinez, Jacob Moore, Courtney Brickwell, Nikki Sutton. I want to thank you so much, because you are someone that I had an amazing prayer with. You're someone who felt my energy, my spiritual energy, and you just came to me crying. You came to me at all saying that God told you what I was doing is real. And I love the fact that you were willing to listen to him. Because through you listening to him and telling me what he told you, you just gave me that extra support that I needed. You just let me know that God was a part of what I was doing. He was seeing how hard I was working and hard I was pushing, and that I just needed to continue on in my mission. So I thank you for that. Same thing with Susan Turner. And Susan Turner was an amazing person to meet with, because when I met her, she was someone else who she had to just feel my spirit when I left. And then God just thumped it in her heart that I was doing the right thing and that my heart was there. And my connection with her was so special because she had this necklace that she told me that the last time she used it, she was praying with her husband on his dying bed. And so for her to give that to me, someone that she don't know, to put it that much in her heart, to give me a spiritual symbol that, hey, God knows your heart, this is what you're doing, and you're doing the right thing, that was amazing. It was more spiritual than it was more about the spiritual connection than it was about the sale or the donation. And honestly, that's feeding my spirit is one of the biggest things that I get out of this. So it's amazing that people are out here feeding my spirits, that I'm out there feeding theirs, and that we could just have amazing conversations. And right after I went to Susan Turner, I met Michael Romero, who gave me an amazing prayer. He was just an amazing spiritual guy to meet with. And though he didn't support me financially, he supported me spiritually, and he supported my call spiritually, which was just as enough support for me. So I thank him for that. I want to thank Patrick Johnson. I want to thank Isabel Simmons. I want to thank Grace Clementine. The next person I want to thank sincerely is Colton Vetch. You was an amazing guy. I met you at the mall. You're on your way to go work in Australia. I just want to say the conversation that I had with you was amazing. I thank you so much for the big support that you gave me. I want to thank you even more for allowing yourself to be comfortable with me, for me to just have a nice spiritual conversation with you, and to give you something back. You gave me financial support. I gave you spiritual support. But it was amazing to give it to you and to feel your energy and to just be able to connect in that way. So I like to let everybody know, if we had a spiritual connection, those mean more to me than a physical. All of them matter. I'm just a very loving woman of God, so it's just amazing to have his energy poured into me. Because before I even get deep, let me finish my last few things. Thank you, Bethany Wyatt. Thank you, Derek Steele. Thank you, Crystal Collinger. Thank you, Tamara Beard. And the reason why I want to thank all of you, whether you gave me spiritual or financial support, because all of you who gave a donation or you bought the book, your purchase makes a difference. Like, we're really trying to get the paperwork together so we can start the nonprofit. We'd really like to start hosting some stories and a dinner. So whether your support was big or small, all of it matters. Whether your support was prayer, whether you didn't support us, but you just cared enough that your genuineness there for our cause, or you didn't have it, but you gave us your prayers, you gave us your good lucks, and you meant it with such sincerely. All that matters, because you need support. You need people who believe in what you're doing to keep going. You need people who care about what you're doing to keep going. Like, we take a lot of energy to make this happen. We drive 4 hours a day, 2 hours there, 2 hours back. It's not always easy. Sometimes We don't make anything for the nonprofit. And we're just pouring out funds into traveling to get support for the nonprofits. Some days we do great, but we're still nowhere near where we need to be or where we want to be. But we're still working hard every day. We're still pushing at it. We're still giving it everything we got. So it just means so much more when we get that support, when we get those spiritual refreshments, when we get the prayers, the things. It means so much more because it takes a lot of emotional, spiritual, and physical energy out of us. So when y'all replenish us with that, you're just giving us a little bit more to keep fighting with. Sometimes we meet people and they don't care what we're doing. And that's how they act. And that's the energy that they give us. Get out my face. I don't care about the nonprofit. Oh, I took care of foster kids. I don't care. I've done my part. Or I do charity for other charity. All of this and that. All the excuses in the world. Or they just don't want to support us in what we're doing. So when you get a lot of negativity like that every day, or there's just a lot of negativity in the world, it's just really take those people who have positive energy, that have supportive energy, to combat that, to say, well, here's all my good energy. Here's all my yeses for all the no's you get. Here's all my support for the non-supporters you get. Hey, I can't support you today, but keep doing what you're doing. Don't give up. I'm really proud of you. What you're doing matters. You're doing a good thing. Those speeches, those things, they still matter. And the reason why is because we have people who say, I don't care what you're doing. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to help those kids. Like, just all the wrong things. So if you want to continue to support us financially, spiritually, then do that. We appreciate it. Like I said, this wasn't supposed to be a spiritual video, but it just was, because some of these things were spiritual, and I'm always going to give my thanks to God no matter what people think, whether someone like it or not, because I don't live for the world, I live for him. So I did want that to be known, but I thank you for all support, even if you're just, how do people say it? They're not religious, they're just spiritual, or whether you're just a person who care about the foster care, but you have no spiritual background at all. That's completely up to you. It's just, like I said, I feel like God moved through me. He works through me, and I can't ignore him or not do what he asked me to do. So this is for him, and this is for those people who are giving that spiritual support. And if you're not spiritual, don't stop supporting us just because we are. It just means that we have different beliefs. But that don't mean that we can't all be pushing to reach a goal, that we can't all be pushing to make a difference in the world. I tell people all the time, would you like to help me to be a part of the change? Or would you like to help me be a part of the cause? Or would you just like to be the reason that we have to keep on going?